Franklin Pierce, the 14th President of the United States, served from 1853 to 1857. Here are some quotes attributed to him, along with explanations. The storm of frenzy and faction must inevitably dash itself in vain against the unshaken rock of the Constitution. Pierce emphasized the strength and resilience of the U.S. Constitution. He believed that, despite political turmoil and partisan conflicts, the Constitution would remain steadfast and protective of the nation's stability. Frequently, the more trifling the subject, the more animated and protracted the discussion. This quote reflects Pierce's observation that minor issues often provoke the most heated and lengthy debates, possibly due to their accessibility and the emotions they can stir. With the Union, my best and dearest earthly hopes are entwined. Pierce's deep attachment to the Union is evident here. He expresses that his greatest aspirations and hopes are closely tied to the preservation and success of the United States as a unified nation. The dangers of a concentration of all power in the general government of a confederacy so vast as ours are too obvious to be disregarded. Pierce warns against centralizing too much power within the federal government, advocating for a balance of power that respects states' rights and the diversity of the nation. You have summoned me to my weakness. You must sustain me with your strength. Acknowledging his own limitations, Pierce appeals to the American people for their support and collective strength to help him lead effectively. There is nothing left to me but to act with fidelity to my conscience and my country. Pierce highlights the importance of integrity and loyalty. He commits to acting in accordance with his principles and in the best interest of the nation. It is time now to turn our thoughts from the dead to the living. Pierce encourages moving forward and focusing on the needs and issues of the present rather than dwelling on the past, promoting progress and action. The policy of my administration will not be controlled by any timid forebodings of evil from abroad. This quote reflects Pierce's determination to make decisions based on the best interests of the U.S., without being influenced or intimidated by potential external threats or negative predictions. A republic without parties is a complete anomaly. The history of all popular governments shows how absurd the idea of their attempting to exist without parties is. Pierce acknowledges the essential role of political parties in a republic. He believes that parties are a natural and necessary part of democratic governance, helping to organize and channel political discourse. I speak of peace, while covert enmity survives. Pierce recognizes that even when there is an appearance of peace, underlying hostilities can persist. This highlights the complexity of achieving true peace and the need to address deeper issues. These quotes reflect Franklin Pierce's views on governance, the Constitution, and the challenges of leadership.